thank you for joining us on the call today. We just get your thoughts on how your open week went in preparation for the game on Thursday against the Owls.
Well, the good thing about the open week, it just came at the right time. You had a chance to just nurse some bruises and get guys back out on the field that have had some time off. But also we're able to just get some work in, knowing we're going to face an unbelievable team in Temple and what they've done thus far this season. So it's going to be a really good matchup for us on Thursday night. You know, the good thing about it, we're at home and we need to go play well at home. But, you know, excited about being on ESPN and going to have a good crowd to watch us play. And we just need to get focused and get locked in and make sure that we have our players ready to go.
Take questions for Coach Charlie Strong, please. *1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue.
And we'll take a question from Sean Pastor with Owls Daily.
Hi, Coach. How are you?
Good, Sean. How are you doing?
Good. I wanted to ask first about just sort of generally how your two young quarterbacks have come along, you know, since ascending into sort of, you know, playing, particularly Jordan McLeod, and particularly, right, because it seems like his skill set is a little different than what Blake Barnett brought.
Well, we came into the season and Blake had been a starter last season, and Jordan didn't get any reps. So, you know, we start playing, and Blake he came down with an injury, so now Jordan has to go play it. You know, so far he's done a really good job for us. He can be, you know, the thing he's got to do is he's still learning, he's still developing, and he's still, you know, growing into that position. But he's very, you know, he's a young man that really studies the game, and he want to be on top of the game. So when you are game planning, he want to just know everything about the team, and he tries to learn everything he possibly can. Because playing good and being a good player is very important to him. And then with Rigel, he hasn't had as much work that Jordan has had, but he's another one that really has done a good job of just learning the offense and just making sure that he executes it.
Okay, and is there, you know, how much of an adjustment was it for the entire offense? Because, you know, I just look at numbers, right? Jordan is a guy who might run it 7, 8, 10 times a game, and Blake, you know, was more of a pocket guy.
Well, when you look, they were two different guys, you know. But Blake could run it if we needed him to run it, and Jordan has been able to just, you know, get out of trouble, and that's why he looked like he has the number of runs that he's had. But we. You know, we're not trying to put them in a position. We just want to put them in a position where they execute. And so they're two different styles, and both right now, you know, Jordan is doing pretty good with Blake being out.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Other questions for Coach Strong, please. *1 on your telephone keypad. Coach, let me ask you the next one. With having won 3 of your last 4, it doesn't seem to be a coincidence that the run of success lately has coincided with Jordan Cronkite's play in the backfield and getting 100 yards just about every time out now. Is there a fair correlation to be made there?
Well, there really is. You look at Jordan, the first 4 games he only has 76 yards, and then the last 4 he's had over 500. So, and that's the thing about this team. When we get the run game going, then we're a pretty good football team, but we had to establish the run. And you get backs like Jordan, even Sands, you know, both of them were playing very well for us. But it's just so, I'm so happy to see how Jordan is beginning to develop and become that back that we know that he is.
Thank you, Coach. We can take the next question, please.
Thank you.
And we'll take our next question from Jay Niemeyer with the Temple News.
Hi, Coach. As you've been preparing for Temple and watching film, what have you seen from Temple's offense, and what do you think is the biggest threat that Temple poses?
Well, Temple, you know, I have tremendous respect for that program and whomever the head coach is, because they, you know, they've always been a team that's carried that, you know, that toughness about them. So it's the thing that they really have lived on. So when you look at them offensively, we know that they're going to line up, they're going to run the football, they're going to play physical on defense, and they just they're going to win the one-on-one battles. They want to win the one-on-one battles. So we know on this is going to be one of those games where you're going to have to win the game up front, because that's where most of it's going to be played. So we just got to, get ready. They have really good offense, and then, they do a good job of just moving the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, thanks so much for your time today. We look forward to hearing from you.